Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to be remaking Batman movie posters in Lego. Starting off with this one. Just need to add Batman, the logo, and also some color adjustment. Boom, done. The Batman movie is one of my favorite DC films, so I'm going to be making all of the posters of the movie. The only problem being, I've never done this before, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I started off with making the original poster from the movie. This one was probably the easiest, but trust me, it gets harder later on. I start by adding a picture of Batman, rendering a background, adding the logo, and also applying a rain effect. And it's finally done. It only took me 1 hour. Oh god. Now I was gonna remake this poster to make it look similar to the original, but then I realized that the actual official Lego group made one, and it looks 1,000 times better than mine. So no, I'm not doing that anymore. But this meant I had to make my next posters even better than Lego themselves. That's right, a 17-year-old child versus a $9 billion company. What could possibly go wrong? Oh sh**. The next posters I decided to make were these two. This was basically the same process, but this time I was gonna use a 3D software. I know, it's so scary. Using Blender, it allowed me to position the figures in any way I wanted, meaning I can actually make them look more accurate. I probably should have done this earlier, but I don't know, it's my video. I used this for both of these next posters, with first adding lighting to both of them with having a blue and red effect, and also adding a gradient as a background. I also tried adding shadows to some of the figures just to make them look a bit more realistic, and honestly, I think it turned out a lot better than I thought. But then I started making the second one. I basically did the same thing in Blender, but this time it was a bit different with its background. I made a background using multiple different assets, with also adding imperfections and also a light source, and then with adding Batman, the logo, and some blood marks, you know, for kids. This is probably the sole reason why I will never get into the Lego Ambassador Network, so please subscribe. But the next poster I want to make comes from one of the best shots of the movie. Like, look at this thing. This is so beautiful. Like, they have Batman, the Batmobile, fire, and even Penguin getting obliterated. So I got to work. I first started with rendering another figure of Batman, with this time adding a car and also a road plate as the ground. I blended them all together using shadows and recoloring and Photoshop, but it's done and I really like this one. But as much as I like this poster, it was nowhere near the quality of the actual Lego group. So for this next one, I had to make the coolest poster from the movie so I can officially beat Lego and finally get them to hire me. That's right, Lego, it's time for round 2. The last poster had to be one of the hardest ones I had to make, because not only I had to get literally every character from this movie, but I also have to make an entire background of a car, buildings, and just so much stuff. So I started off with grabbing all the figures I needed on Mecha Brick. Oh, that's not good. You know what? Maybe we can just steal one again. Wait, it's not there either? Oh my god! So it turns out, Mecha Brickz had absolutely none of the characters I needed, which meant I had to make every single one of them. This shouldn't be too hard, right? So I need to do this line, and then this line, this line, this line, that line, just a different color here, that one. Please help me. I've been doing this for 3 hours straight. This is not okay. But it's finally done. It only took 3 hours of my life I will never get back, and literally all my sanity. Definitely worth it. No, it wasn't. I put all these figures on Mecha Brickz so no one has to go through the same pain I had to, so you're welcome. I imported all the figures into Blender, positioning them all in the positions they are on the poster, and my god, I never want to do that ever again. But it's not done, because now we have to do the background. Now I could have just grabbed a floor texture and called it a day, but no, I decided to make it entirely in Lego. Why? Why did I do this to myself? I built all the buildings at a small scale because you're not really gonna see it from that far away, and you know, I don't really want to build 5 daily bugles. I think you could understand that. But after all that, I blended it all together. This took me so long. For this, I added shadows, highlights, freaking just recoloring stuff. Like, there was so much stuff I had to do with this that this took so long. And with all that work done, the final poster was finally finished, and it looks so good. I did not think I could do this. This looks so much better than I thought. So here's all the posters I made. You can compare them to Legos if you want. Tell me who you thinks is better. Also, only a small percentage of viewers are actually subscribed. That's a complete lie. But it's totally free, and you can never unsubscribe because you're stuck here forever. Goodbye.
I got you! I got you!
Oh, no, unknown flying object.